As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Yotsuba runs away. Uape snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. A really loud bar of soap runs away. Reagan clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Bob runs away. Sakura runs away. Scratchman Apu runs away. Yang runs away. Sans runs away. Guts snatches a pair of size. Natasha, the underworld doctor, runs away. Felix runs away. George Foreman runs away. Squidward runs away. Takarada runs away. Sproutmo Mike runs away. Tom Bombadil runs away. Beaver 1, Gavin, and Donald Trump work together. An asshole snatches a pair of size. Super Battle Dread runs away. Donald Glover and Legion fight for a bag. Donald Glover gives up. Natasha the Underworld crawls under a glass bench that Donald Glover is sitting on. Felix defeats Beaver 1 but consoles him. Bob thinks about home. Yotsuba crawls under a glass bench that Gavin is sitting on. Pervert, what the hell? What's wrong with her?
What the heck is this? And then walks away.
True. Reagan.
Scarred for life.
Yep.
Terrified. Fear.
Fear invoking. Reagan beats Takarada to death with a brick. Uape ambushes and kills Guts. That makes sense. He's the strongest Marvel character by far. Legion, Scratchman, Apu, Super Battle Dread, Sans, and Sproutmo Mike hunt together. George Foreman runs away from Tom Bombadil. Sakura goes fishing. An asshole travels to higher ground. Donald Trump receives bountiful corn from an unknown sponsor. Yang receives a hatchet. Squidward tries to...
Is this motherfucker wearing a woman's hat? Okay, no.
Yes. A really loud bar of soap searches for firewood. Scratchman, Apu, George Foreman, Donald Trump, and Squidward tell each other ghost stories. A really loud bar of soap receives a hatchet. Yang screams for help. Natasha, the underworld doctor, stays awake all night. An asshole tends to Sans' wounds. Sproutmo, Mike, Legion, Felix, and Super Battle Droid sweeping ships. Beaver is sleeping when an Armsy kamikazes his camp. Uape, Yotsuba, and Tom Bombadil discuss what might happen in the morning. Gavin sets up camp for the night. Bob starts a fire. Donald Glover cooks food. Sakura loses sight of where she is. Reagan starts a fire. Really loud bar of soap steals from Reagan when he isn't looking. Legion strafes these sinners, killing Sproutmo, Mike, Felix, and Bob. Sans searches for water source. Natasha, the underworld doctor, defeats Super Battle Dread but consoles him. Sakura receives Squidward's wife from an unknown sponsor. Scratchman Apu receives a hatchet. Tom Bombadil defeats Gavin but spares his life. George Foreman, an asshole, and Beaver hunt for their tributes. Yotsuba dies by the mechanism. Donald Glover picks flowers. Yang constructs a shack.
I'm curious about this mechanism.
You will never learn. Donald Trump constructs a shack. Beaver 1, Yang, Sakura, and Super Battle Dread tell each other ghost stories. Sans plays the violin for Scratchman Apu. Gavin is sleeping when an Armsy kamikazes his camp. Canon, that did happen. Natasha, the underworld doctor, cooks food.
Well, you weren't sleeping. That's not canon.
True.
We're going
Glover
to.
destroys George Foreman's supplies.
You
we were.
You were on your way to do so.
Yep, and then we learned we would never be able to sleep again.
Yeah.
Reagan is woken by nightmares.
Back to a life of sleeping in abandoned campers' tents.
We had a boat. It was just very small.
It was not a home.
Yeah, it was a boat with a bed, and
That's about it.
yeah. We slept there we used that boat for a while. I still remember the rabbits.
I got so fucking pissed.
I know. That's
Context for that one, Lucas, is
is what?
It's a good answer. Good answer.
it's
See, the thing about cruisers is
no, it's not cruisers. It was aircraft carriers.
oh yeah, the thing about aircraft carriers is they get countered by
cruisers, I think.
Are you gonna give them the context or no? Is it?
Oh yeah.
Is it a lost cause?
What?
Is it a lost cause, or will you give me the context?
Just tell him, please,
Tell me.
for the love of God.
What
bastard.
happened is I spend like, I think like 3 hours looking for rabbits to like turn into a bed, and then immediately after I get all of it, my game crashes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
awesome.
lost it all. And then we stopped playing forever. That was a bad day.
Yeah,
Anyways,
sounds quite miserifying.
yeah, that's a word. Sure, we'll go with that.
Quite lactatious.
No, no.
That shouldn't be a word, and it isn't.
Yeah. Anyway, Donald Trump, Squidward, and a really loud bar of soap sweeping shifts. Tom Bombadil starts a fire. You ape an asshole and Legion sweeping shifts. You ape receives 29 bucks and some loose change. I'm actually gonna do some research.
For what? You ape?
Yeah,
That's a man.
True.
it just comes up with apes. Who would have guessed?
You. Ape.
No.
It's how to hide.
There's orang you, which is kind of close. Yeah, I'm making it canon. This is you ape now. Why is it on IMDb?
iPhone.
I'm getting sidetracked. Sans attacks Tom Bombadil. He escapes. Reagan camouflages in the bushes. Sakura tries to sleep through the entire day. Natasha, Legion, George Foreman, and Donald Glover hunt for other tributes. Beaver camouflages in the bushes. Super Battle Droid receives clean water. Scratch Manapoo shoots Gavin with a bone arrow, but he ignores the saw blades. Squidward tries to sleep through the entire day. Donald Trump and Asshole, a really loud bar of soap, and Yang hunt together. Super Battle Droid screams for help. Donald Glover tends to his wounds. Tom Bombadil thinks about winning. Natasha tends to her wounds. Scratch Manapoo sees a fire but stays hidden. George Foreman tends to his wounds. Sans stabs an asshole in the back with a trident. Gavin and Sakura talk about tributes still alive. Squidward reads the dictionary until morning. A really loud bar of soap begs for Legion to kill him. He refuses. Donald Trump thinks about home. Beaver receives clean water. Yang plays her mixtape for U-Ape. It's so bad that he dies. Reagan receives a hatchet. Rest in peace, the strongest Marvel character.
Died by bad tunes.
Yep. The only thing that can kill him.
If he hears a bad song, he dies.
Yeah.
His greatest weakness is music that sucks.
True. Play him some Busboy.
Yeah.
Legion, Squidward, and George Foreman hunt for the tributes. A really loud bar of soap shoots Yang, but she ignores. Scratch Manapoo, Sakura, Sans, and Donald Trump hunt together. Tom Bombadil gets dragged into the land by a land shark. Super Battle Droid receives 29 bucks. Gavin receives a ham sandwich. Pagan stalks Donald Glover. Beaver defeats Natasha, but consoles her.
Reagan Min.
True. Super Battle Droid pens Scratch Manapoo, a really loud bar of soap, and Squidward from his fire. Legion and Donald Trump run into him and decide to truce. Natasha receives fresh food. Sans cries himself to sleep. Gavin receives an explosive. Donald Glover strangles Sakura with a rope. Beaver dies and is resurrected. George Foreman receives clean water. Yang passes out from exhaustion. Reagan kills himself. Yang, Legion, and Super Battle Droid get into a fight. Legion kills them both. Squidward and Sans split up to search for resources. A really loud bar of soap poisons George Foreman's drink. He drinks it and dies. Gavin kills Donald Glover for his supplies. Beaver travels to higher ground. Donald Trump, Natasha, and Scratch Manapoo hunt for other tributes. Squidward is sleeping when Armsy kamikazes his camp. A really loud bar of soap destroys Beaver's supplies when he's asleep. Legion starts a fire. Natasha dies of dysentery. Gavin, Sans, Scratch Manapoo, and Donald Trump sweeping shifts. The cornucopias are replenished. Donald Trump attempts to shake Gavin's hand, but his handshake was too firm and he dies. I can do
What?
that.
Wait, so you died?
No, he
Or
died.
He died. Oh,
My
awesome.
handshake was too firm. He's dead.
Awesome.
Sans eats an orange. Squidward eats holographic meatballs. Legion doesn't go to the feast. Scratch Manapoo doesn't go to the feast. Beaver doesn't go to the feast. Divine intervention occurs and a really loud bar of soap is killed. Sans collects fruit from a tree. Gavin collects fruit from a tree. Legion, Squidward, Beaver, and Scratch Manapoo hunt for the tributes. Sans dies and is resurrected. Gavin lets Scratch Manapoo into his shelter. Beaver is awoken by nightmares. Legion sets up camp for the night. Squidward receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Sans receives bountiful corn. Scratch Manapoo falls into a pit and dies. Beaver forces Legion to kill Squidward or Gavin. He refuses to kill, so Beaver kills him instead. Beaver cooks food. Sans receives clean water. Gavin receives clean water. Squidward goes to sleep. Sans defeats Squidward but kind souls him. Beaver tracks down and kills Gavin. How could you? Sans convinces Beaver to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Squidward attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. The winner is Sans.
Bad ending.
Awesome.
Good ending.
It's not bad. It's just like
I like Sans Undertale.